Namaste students, how you all are? I hope you all are fine at your home. In our previous video, we have studied about the shape of the orbitals. Today, in this video, we'll study about how we can able to fill the electron in an orbitals. Means what are the different rules on the basis of which electrons are filled in a particular orbital. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. We have three different rules on the basis of which we will fill the electron in a particular orbitals. These three rules are Aufbau principle, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, and Pauli exclusion principle. We'll study these rules one by one. ऑर्बिटल्स में इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हम किस वे में फिल करें, इसके लिए हम तीन रूल्स को फॉलो करते हैं. एंड दीज थ्री रूल्स आर, फर्स्ट इज Aufbau प्रिंसिपल, Aufbau प्रिंसिपल. सेकेंड इज Pauli exclusion principle, Pauli exclusion principle. And third one is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. On the basis of these three rules, we'll fill the electrons in different orbitals. We have studied that we have s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbitals. We have different orbitals, and how electrons are filled in those orbitals, we'll apply these three principles there. So first of all, we'll study about the Aufbau principle. Now the Aufbau principle was given by Niels Bohr. The Aufbau principle was given by Niels Bohr, and in German the Aufbau means building up. Aufbau, A-U-F-B-U-B-A-U. Aufbau is a German word which means building up, and this principle was given by Niels Bohr. Now according to this principle, building up means we are creating a building. Okay, we are creating a building. So according to Aufbau principle, electrons are filled in orbitals in the increasing order of their energy. It means lower energy orbital will fill first, whereas the higher energy orbital will fill the later on. It means orbital में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की फिलिंग होगी वो उनके इंक्रीजिंग एनर्जी लेवल के बेसिस पे होगी. So orbitals are filled in the order of increasing energies. And how we get to know that which orbital have higher energy or which orbital have lower energy? On the basis of n plus l rule. N plus l rule, where n is the principal quantum number and l is the azimuthal quantum number. Suppose I am talking about 2p orbital. So for 2p, n is 2 and l is 1, because for p, l is 1. So according to Aufbau principle, electrons are filled on the basis of their increasing energy order. Lower energy orbital will fill first and the higher energy orbital will fill later on, and the energy order is decided by a rule which is known as n plus l rule. It means lower the value of n plus l, lower is the energy. Higher is the value of n plus l, higher is the energy. So it means if we have two different orbitals and out of these two orbitals the first orbital has lower n plus l value and the next orbital has higher n plus l value, it means the first orbital will fill first and the second orbital will fill second. Now there is a question, suppose if two orbitals have same n plus l value, suppose the two orbitals have same n plus l value, then what happen? Then we'll look only on n. If two orbitals have same n plus l value, then lower value of n means lower energy. जो आपकी n होगी, n की वैल्यू जितनी कम होगी एनर्जी भी उसकी ही क्या होगी, कम होगी. So this is for the two orbitals which have same value of n plus l. In these two orbitals we'll look the value of n, lower the value of n, lower is the energy of that particular orbital. So this is the basic of the Abhav principle. Now if we draw representation here, 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d. In 1, what is the value of n? N becomes 1. Clear? N becomes 1. If I talk about n equals to 1, what is the value of L? L is equals to 0. And ml is also equals to 0. It means we have only one orbital in first shell and that is 1s. Now if I talk about n equals to 2, then what will be the value of n? What will be the possible values for n? अगर मेरा n 2 है तो l के लिए पॉसिबल वैल्यूज मेरी क्या क्या हो सकती हैं? l के लिए मेरी पॉसिबल वैल्यूज हो सकती हैं आपकी 0 to n-1 मीन्स 0 and 1. ठीक है, फॉर n इक्वल्स टू 2 मेरे पास दो पॉसिबल वैल्यूज हो सकती हैं. किसके लिए? l के लिए 0 and 1. फॉर 0 इट इज 2s and फॉर 1 इट इज 2p. दैट्स व्हाई हियर टू डिफरेंट सबशेल आई हैव. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वन n इक्वल्स टू 3. फॉर n इक्वल्स टू 3 कितनी पॉसिबल वैल्यूज हो सकती है मेरे लिए? 0, 1, 2. दैट्स व्हाई 3s, 3p, 3d. So 4 के केस में क्या होगा? n equals to 4. So L becomes 0, 1, 2, 3. So here one more orbital is there, that is 4f. So in this way I'll arrange 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, and here it comes 5s, 5p. Clear? Now if I draw a line like this, 1s and then 2s, 2s then 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, then 3d, 4p, 5s, and then 4d, and then here it is 5p. It means while filling the orbital, 1s सबसे पहले fill होगा, then 2s, because the energy of 2s is greater than that of 1s. How we get to know? If I talk about 1s, what is the value of n plus l? For 1s, value of n plus l becomes 1. Because for 1s, n equals to 1 and l equals to 0, so it becomes 1. For 2s, if I talk about for 2s, n plus l value becomes 2. So 2 is greater than 1 and 2 is greater than 1 मतलब 2s की एनर्जी आपकी क्या है? ज्यादा है. If I talk about 2p, 2 plus 1 that is equals to 3. 2 plus 1 that is equals to 3. So 2 and 3 is greater than 2. That's why after 2s 2p will fill. ठीक है, 2p कब fill होगा? 2s के बाद fill होगा. Now 3s. If I talk about 3s, in 3s 3 plus 0 that is equals to 3. So the value of n plus l is 3. For 2p as well as for 3s, in both the case the value of n plus l becomes 3. So हम किसको देखेंगे? n की वैल्यू. In this the value of n is 2. In this the value of n is 3. So 2 is less than 3. That's why the energy of 2p is less than that of 3s. So if we have same value for n plus L, we'll see the value of n, lower the value of n, lower the energy. So in this way, we'll fill the electron in different orbitals by using above principle. Now we'll move to our second principle, that is Pauli exclusion principle. Second one is Pauli exclusion principle. Now, this Pauli exclusion principle was given by Wolfgang Pauli. And there are two different statements of Pauli exclusion principle. Now, what are these two different statements? According to first statement, no two electrons in an atom can have same set of quantum numbers. No two electron in an atom can have same set of all quantum numbers. It means, according to Pauli exclusion principle, if we talk about two electrons in an atom, these electrons do not have same set of all the four quantum numbers. Why? Because we know that in a particular orbital, the electron will show two different movement, that is clockwise as well as the anti-clockwise. So पाउली एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल का फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट ये था कि एक एटम में कोई भी दो इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐसे पॉसिबल नहीं हो सकते हैं जिनकी 4 की 4 क्वांटम वैल्यूज क्या हो, एग्जैक्टली सिमिलर हो. एंड व्हाट इज द सेकंड स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पाउली एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल? द सेकंड स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पाउली एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल इज दैट an orbital contain maximum two electrons and these two must have opposite spin. Here, so according to Pauli exclusion principle, an orbital, अगर हम एक orbital की बात करें, an orbital contain maximum 2 electron, means that orbital contain only 2 electrons and these 2 electrons must have opposite spin. Means if the first electron is revolving clockwise, then the second electron have to be revolved anti-clockwise. So these 2 electrons have opposite spin, and because of the opposite spin, now suppose if I am talking about an electron which is present in px orbital, 2px orbital. Suppose 2px orbital, there are 2 electrons. If I talk about these 2 electrons separately, अगर मैं दोनों electron की separately बात करूं, first electron, second electron. Now for both the electrons, the principal quantum number is 2. n क्या है हमारा 2 है, ठीक है. If I talk about L, that is L is 1. Here it is also 1 because P is the subshell. It means L is equals to 1. Now if I talk about ML, clear? ML, here it is plus 1. So here it is also plus 1. अगर मैं यहाँ पे px को plus 1 मान रही हूँ तो यहाँ पे भी px मेरा क्या होगा, plus 1 ही होगा. But if I talk about ms, that is the spin quantum number, if first one is plus half, then second one should be minus half. Clear? So in this way, these 2 electrons, though these 2 electrons are present in the same orbital, but these 2 electrons also do not have same set of quantum numbers. So these two are the statement of the Pauli exclusion principle, that no 2 electrons in an atom can have same set of quantum numbers, and an orbital contain maximum 2 electrons, and these two must have opposite spin. Now we'll move to our third principle, that is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Now this rule was given by Hund. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Now first of all, this rule was given by Hund, and second thing, this rule was given for degenerate orbitals. If you remember, what are degenerate orbitals? Those orbitals of a same subshell which have equal energies in the ground state, these orbitals are known as degenerate orbitals. For example, if I talk about p subshell, in p subshell we have three degenerate orbitals, px, py, pz. In d subshell we have 5 degenerate orbitals. In f subshell we have 7 degenerate orbitals. How we have 7 degenerate orbitals in f shell? Because if I talk about f, for f orbital, the value of L becomes 3, and if the value of L becomes 3, the ml becomes -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2 and +3. So we have 7 different values and 7 different orientations. So we have 7 different orbitals, and in the ground state these orbitals have equal energy. That's why these are termed as degenerate orbitals. So Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity is the rule which was given for the degenerate orbital. And what was the rule? The rule was that in a degenerate orbitals, the pairing occur when all the degenerate orbitals get singly filled. Means when all the degenerate orbital of a particular subshell is singly filled, then only there is a pairing of the electron. Otherwise, the electron will go in the next orbital. For example, if I talk about nitrogen, in nitrogen we have 7 electrons. Now the first orbital minimum energy, the first orbital with minimum energy is 1s, and it contains only one orbital, so it becomes 2s, it becomes 2 and 2p. Now how many electrons are left? Only 3 electrons are left, so 2p3. Now in 2p3 we have 3 orbitals. In 2p3 we have 3 orbitals. हम इन 3 orbitals को किससे show कर रहे हैं? With the help of 3 boxes. Clear? We have 3 orbitals, 1, 2, 3. Now these 3 electrons can arrange like this. 1, 2, 3. Clear? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Clear? Now what is the arrow upward and downward representing here? It is means spinning clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it is upward means clockwise, and if it is downward means anti-clockwise. So if it is upward, the value of ms becomes +½ and if it is downward, the value of ms becomes -½ Clear? Now मैंने ये 3 different way में represent किया है इन 3 electrons को. If I talk about this, clear? In this, all the degenerate orbital contains 1 electron, means there is no pairing of the electron. In this also there is no pairing of electron, and in this there is a pairing of electron, means it is against the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. It is against the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. It means we can't represent the orbital like this. हम orbital को इस way में represent नहीं कर सकते हैं. So what is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity? Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity is for degenerate orbital, और इसमें ये कहा गया था कि तब तक आपकी पेयरिंग नहीं होगी डीजेनरेट ऑर्बिटल्स में जब तक सारे के सारे डीजेनरेट ऑर्बिटल्स आपके सिंगली फिल्ड नहीं हो जाते. क्लियर? एंड वी हैव द एक्सेप्शन ऑफ Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, and the exception is copper and chromium, which we will discuss later on in our next video. Now what is the difference between these two? ये तो हमारा क्या हो गया on the basis of the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity definition or the principle, ये हमारा आपका क्या हो गया, remove हो गया from here. Clear? Because यहाँ पे हमारी pairing हो रही है और pairing is not possible in the degenerate orbitals. Till when all the orbitals are not filled. Suppose if one electron is here, then it is possible. ठीक है, but here we have only 3 electrons, that's why the pairing is not possible. Now what is the difference between these two? Is any difference between these two? Is difference is visible to you? Yes. Here if I saw the 3 arrows, if I see the 3 arrows, these are facing upward, but in this the 2 arrows are facing upward and the next arrow is facing downward. So अगर आपका ये डिफरेंस होता है, सो वहां पे क्या चेंजेस होते हैं? इफ आई कैलकुलेट द टोटल स्पिन ऑफ दीज 3 ऑर्बिटल्स, ठीक है, इनका अगर मैं टोटल स्पिन कैलकुलेट करती हूँ, हाफ प्लस हाफ प्लस हाफ, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 3/2, मीन्स द टोटल स्पिन व्हेन ऑल द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर फेसिंग अपवर्ड. ठीक है, जो टोटल स्पिन आएगा जब सारे के सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को मैं अपवर्ड फेस कर रही हूं, वो मेरा क्या आएगा, 3/2. इन दिस हाफ प्लस हाफ माइनस हाफ, बिकॉज ये डाउनवर्ड है, सो ये क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस हाफ, सो इट बिकम्स ओनली हाफ. क्लियर? इट मीन्स जब सारे के सारे अपवर्ड फेस हैं, द टोटल स्पिन is 3/2 and here the total spin is 1/2. Now in the rule we have a term that is maximum multiplicity. Now if I talk about any orbital, how I can able to calculate the multiplicity of that particular orbital, by using a formula which is known as 2s plus 1, where s is the total spin of that particular orbital. So by using this formula I can able to calculate the multiplicity of any orbital. So by using this formula 2s plus 1, I can able to calculate the multiplicity of an orbital, and according to Hund's rule आपके जो ऑर्बिटल हैं उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन इस वे में अरेंज रहेंगे कि उनकी मल्टीप्लिसिटी क्या हो, मैक्सिमम. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट दीज टू, यहाँ पे आपका क्या आ जाएगा, s 3/2. So in this case the multiplicity becomes 2 into 3/2 plus 1, that is equals to 4. In this case the multiplicity becomes 2 into 1/2 plus 1, that is equals to 2. It means the correct arrangement is this. Clear? So correct arrangement आपका क्या होगा, ये. It means, it doesn't mean that upward ही face होगा. It means that all the degenerate orbitals which contain singly filled electrons, उनका जो मूवमेंट होगा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का, ईदर क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, बट वो क्या रहेगा हमारा, सेम. सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द मैक्सिमम मल्टीप्लिसिटी. सो Hund rule of maximum multiplicity, this rule is for degenerate orbitals, and according to this rule degenerate orbitals में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की फिलिंग होगी, पेयरिंग तब तक नहीं होगी जब तक सारे के सारे degenerate orbitals आपके फिल नहीं हो जाते, एंड जो आपकी फिलिंग होगी आपकी, सिंगली जब फिल्ड होंगे वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, तो सिंगली फिल्ड इस वे में होंगे कि उनकी मल्टीप्लिसिटी वहां पे क्या आए, मैक्सिमम आए. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दीज 3 रूल्स, दैट इज Above principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, we can able to fill the electron in a particular orbital. So guys, that's all for today. I'll see you in my next video with new topics.